What's up, YouTube? We're back. We made a couple of adjustments to our stream setup. It's been a couple days since I recorded the last episode, but we're back. I figured I'd keep progressing through this challenge, just because it is a lengthy one, and I don't know. I want to progress. I want to get through this challenge so that we can tackle on our next challenge. And we're nowhere near close to completing this challenge, so we just have to keep going. Got to keep going. Just real quick, some housekeeping things. In terms of our progress for our Pokedex, we're currently at 72 seen, 54 owned, 4 badges out of the 8. In the last episode, we just beat the 4th gym leader, Flannery. That battle wasn't too tough, just because our team did pretty well. But yes, we did acquire our 4th gym badge. Along with our 4th gym badge, May was nice enough to give us an item called the Go Goggles. These goggles, after receiving them, this is going to allow us to go to the desert area. And there's plenty more Pokemon to capture there. Plenty more trainers to defeat. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great way to level up. I'm not sure that we're gonna take on every single trainer in that area, but we will be taking on most of the trainers in the desert. But yeah. So we got our Go Goggles. That means we can capture more Pokemon in that area. And Norman is next. So our dad. We actually have to take on our dad before we can advance. But yeah, I guess things that we're going to do in this episode, we're going to try to capture and catch up on some of our Pokedex entries. Some Pokemon that we're missing include Volbeat, Machop, Grimer, Koffing. We're missing Skarmory. We're missing Solrock. So we have to go back and capture a couple of these, which we're going to try to do on our way to the 5th gym leader. So before we leave, I want to make sure that we have enough Pokeballs. We finally got enough cash to buy some stuff, so we just went ahead and bought like some important items. Alright, so another thing, this is our team currently. We have Electrike, Shroomish, Combuskin, Linoon, Geodude, and Azumarill. I was thinking about making changes to the team before we take on Norman. However, I was looking at the team and I think we'll be fine. We have Combuskin with some fighting moves. We have Shroomish with some status afflict. We have Geodude, which resists normal type moves. Azumarill has high defense already, high HP. But Norman, regardless, is going to be a challenge. Just because at this point in time, we don't have a Pokemon that hits really hard. Fighting type moves are great. But yeah, I'm not sure if I showed off this shop. But before we leave, we're going to go in here and buy a couple of things. We'll buy a couple of these energy roots. Just in case. Oh yeah, and we picked up a charcoal from this guy. Really good item. Powers up fire type moves. Of course, we gave it to Combuskin. Yep, he has it. Alright. So we're basically done with this town. We got our badge. We visited this shop. May was able to give us our goggles. And yeah. Another thing is, we do have to go to the bike shop. We gotta get the other bike in order to go up and down this path here. So we'll just try to remember to get that. Okay, we haven't battled this guy yet, but that's okay. Oh, yeah, guys. Hope you guys have been good. I've been watching a lot of shiny hunting videos, and I love shiny hunting, guys. I personally don't shiny hunt, but that whole space on YouTube, the shiny hunt community, is so awesome. It's just like a really chill community, you know. I feel like most shiny hunters are really patient, chill, nonchalant, down to earth. And their content is just so, I don't know how to explain it, just so pure. I don't know. Sometimes I'll watch like some of these Nuzlockers, and like, yeah, I like that stuff too, but I feel like shiny hunting, Battle Frontier, Gen 3, that's kind of my bread and butter. Okay, so we want to keep Thunderwave, we want to keep Flash. This is our first electric type move, so I think we're going to get rid of this Howl quick attack combo. We're going to take out Howl for now. Because Electric didn't have an electric type move, we were taking advantage of the Howl attack boost, coupled with quick attack. But now we can finally dish out electric type attacks, which is really nice. That's fine, we'll take on these guys, level up a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some beefing up before we take on Norman. For Shroomish, you want to make sure you hit it with a special move, something that doesn't make contact. Just because Shroomish's ability, Contact Spore, whenever you make contact with it, it has the chance to paralyze, sleep, poison. It's a really good ability, but it just kind of sucks when you're fighting against a Shroomish. And sometimes you have no option, like you don't have any other moves but contact moves, so in those instances you're kind of screwed. We're gonna stay in for the XP. Actually, you know, Let's heal up real quick. Alright, onwards. Cool little signs giving you hints about the game. So yeah, first things first, we're gonna get the bike. And we're gonna go back up and try to capture some Pokemon. All right. Now we're in business. Okay. Okay, first things first. Let's go this way. So, okay. Fiery Path. In Fiery Path, there's 3 possible Pokemon that we can get that we're missing. 2 of them, which I'm confident we might get in this area, is going to be Grimer and Coughing. Out of these 2, Grimer is probably the rarest with the lowest encounter rate. And Machop is actually interesting. You can find Machop in the Fiery Path as well, or in the Jagged Pass. And I think it's more common in the Jagged Pass actually. So we'll see if we find one here. Again, we can encounter a Machop here. So that would be great. That's 3 Pokemon that we're missing that we can capture in one area. So let's see. And I think we can use Strength now too. Ah, Machop. Oh, we actually have Machop already. Okay, cool. So we got Machop. We're just missing Grimer and Coughing. 2 really cool Pokemon. Here's our Coughing. By the way, I'm like really happy with this face cam angle. I don't know what I did, but I put it in a good little spot. Okay, let's try to capture this. Nice. Just like that, guys. Whoa, that's so cool. I didn't know that about Coughing. Getting up close to a Coughing will give you a chance to observe, through its thin skin, the toxic gases swirling inside. That's cool. It blows up at the slightest stimulation. It's just like a balloon made out of gas. That's cool. Okay. Ah, we don't have strength yet. Okay. And I honestly don't remember where to get it. But that's okay. After Grimer, we're gonna advance north to encounter a Skarmory. So Skarmory is next on our list. Numel, we have that already. I should have brought Oddish with me, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, we're getting down to like the hard to find Pokemon. We got Grimer, we have Volbeat, Skarmory. These are all Pokemon that are not easy to find. But we're gonna keep trying. And I think, if I remember correctly, yeah, Grimer is a 2% encounter rate here at the Fiery Path. A measly 2%. Now, if I remember correctly, Skarmory, let me see here. %5 for Skarmory. So we might actually go find Skarmory first. Let's go do that. Alright, let's fish for a 5%. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Battle Tower lately. I've been using a team. It's Slacking, Milotic, and Salamence. And it's a real fun team. I didn't think it'd be doing as good as it does. But basically the team revolves around Slacking, because Slacking has the truant ability you're constantly switching out to a different Pokemon with that team. And even though it's like a little bit riskier, it's really fun because you have different kinds of like, so you have Slacking with the Choice Band, right? That adds a certain level of like strategy, okay? And then you have Milotic with Recovery, Leftovers, Toxic. Very defensive Pokemon as well. So, and then you have Salamence, which is also very defensive, used in the right instances. Because you got to remember, Salamence is Dragon typing, so it resists fire, it resists water, grass, psychic. It resists so much. So having Salamence and having a Salamence with Intimidate to be able to switch that in is also really useful too. Of course, you don't want to switch it in on an Ice Beam or something, right? Because it's going to fall immediately. But in the instances that you can swap to Salamence, it's because you're going to tank a fire move or a water move. So yeah, both Milotic and Salamence pair really well with Slacking because they're both really defensive Pokemon. Salamence, quote unquote, defensive, but it allows you to kind of like switch out from Slacking and switch back in sometimes even. So it's been getting me through the rounds, like the earlier rounds. And I actually have a separate team that I want to try. The second team that I want to try consists of Metagross, Blissey, and Gengar. So that team is going to be really fun to use. I haven't used it at all yet. So like I don't have too many comments on it. But I'm really excited to use it because that one has a similar structure. It revolves around Metagross. A lot of the times when Metagross can't deal with something, you're able to switch to Blissey or Gengar. Gengar gives you a free switch in sometimes because it has the ability to levitate. So if any Pokemon throws out Earthquake, you have a free switch into Gengar. Gengar is also poison type, so if anything throws out Toxic or any like poison move, free switch in. And Blissey's there for like Metagross's weakness to fire. If any Pokemon goes out there with a fire attacking move, I could easily switch out Metagross and throw in a Blissey. So I'm curious to see how far I can take that team. I haven't gotten more than 50 wins, so pretty soon I'm gonna be looking to push that record higher and higher. I'm currently doing like off stream, like personal testing on my teams. But once I get them down, once I know they're valid and they can perform, I'm going to be doing a stream where I highlight different teams and use different teams in the battle tower. So just a little sneak peek, just a little sneak peek. I'm really excited for that, for everything Battle Frontier related. So I can't wait till we get there. I cannot wait. For now, we got to continue looking for that Skarmory. Oh, yeah. Once we find the Skarmory, we'll probably go get a Soul Rock over in Granite Cave. I think it's called Granite Cave. Meteor Falls, sorry. After Skarmory, we'll go get a Soul Rock in Meteor Falls. After Soul Rock, we'll circle back and try to get that Grimer. And then after Grimer, we'll have to cross our fingers that we find a Volbeat. And we still have to go to the desert area, so we'll see how much we're able to do in this episode. If I can't find these Pokemon and it takes too long, I'm just gonna go to the desert area and just catch up on Pokemon there. And later on, looking for Skarmory actually gets really easier, or yeah. It gets exponentially more easy to find Skarmory later on, because there's a Pokemon with an ability called Magnet Pull, and I think Magneton has that ability, and Magnemite. So what that ability does is that when you have Magnemite in the first slot of your team, you're more likely to draw in any steel type Pokemon that's in the wild. You're more likely to encounter those. I guess the way it works is like Magnemite has the ability Magnet Pull, which kind of attracts anything metal or metallic, steel to it. So by having it first on your team, I guess that's why you're more likely to encounter a Skarmory, because of the magnet. You're literally pulling a Skarmory towards you. That's just one little example of like the many abilities that were introduced here in Generation 3. Because remember, before this game right here, there was no abilities. So, you know, I love the fact that they added these cool little abilities that have effects not only inside of battle, but outside of battle too. Abilities like that help you find Pokemon. There's another one called Suction Cups. Certain Pokemon have an ability called Suction Cups. And what that does is when you're fishing, I think it actually increases your... Like, it helps out your fishing a lot. I don't know if it increases encounter rates. But that's another ability that I had no idea existed. Suction Cups. Look it up. Yeah, I cannot find this Pokemon. That's okay. I want to double check something real quick. Okay, yeah, so we could find Soul Rock. Also, another game that I've been playing is Pokemon Heart Gold. I'm trying to get through that game so that I can go and take on the Battle Frontier. But that game, that whole generation, man, it takes so long to train. It's like almost frustrating in a way, because you don't face any wild Pokemon higher than like level 20. Like you hardly ever see a wild Pokemon that's level 30 or higher in that game. That makes training your Pokemon so annoying. And you gotta think, Heart Gold is a long game. You have like two games in one, dang near. Because you have to take on all the gym leaders in Johto, and then you have to go to Kanto, take on the gym leaders there. But like the game speed and the game mechanics, everything's so slow. When you gain XP, it's so slow. I have to play that game bit by bit because I lose, I'm starting to lose patience. But I can't wait till I get to the end of that game, or get to the post game, I should say, in Heart Gold. Because you got like the Safari Zone, you have the Battle Frontier. I'm specifically excited for the Frontier. I haven't tried it in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, but I've seen other people play it and it looks so much fun. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna give up on Skarmory for now. And while we're here, we're gonna take Oddish with us. We'll come back for Shroomish. You could hear my controller. Yeah, I'm still kind of struggling finding a good mic. I currently don't have like a good option for a mic. I gotta get one. Alright, we're at least, we gotta get a Soul Rock at least. Dang, we're out here struggling. Ah, I thought we beat this guy already. That's okay. Okay. Yeah, Azumarill already has over 100 HP. Hopefully that comes in clutch for Norman. Also, uh, I don't know how many people here watch Nostalgic Nighthawk. Probably anybody who's in here knows about him. But have you guys seen his new series? His Trainer Loadout series? I love that series. Like, that series is literally what I was like wanting without me knowing that I wanted it. You know? He just gets like people on there talking about their talking about the Pokemon that they use, you know. He knows people in the Pokemon space, whether they're small content creators or somewhat well known. He's inviting people onto his channel in the form of a podcast to literally just talk about what teams they use and why they use them and their success using them, specifically in the Battle Frontier. He's done a video on the Battle Tower. There's a video on the Battle Dome. And there's even a video in the Battle Tower in Ruby. Not even Emerald, just in Pokemon Ruby. So a lot of people are actually starting to want to beat or get a high streak in the Battle Tower in Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. Damn it. So Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, they're getting kind of like a comeback. A lot of people are playing those games, and it's making me want to play it. I have a copy of Sapphire, but I've never owned a copy of Ruby, ever. So I've never gotten the Pokemon, what's it called, Zangoose. I've never had it. So I might do a Pokemon Ruby playthrough. Who knows? Who knows? The light was kind of like in my eyes. I need a little break from it. But overall, guys, I'm just happy to see, like, I'm happy to see such big communities behind these games, because honestly, the way Pokemon is going right now, like, it's sad. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's sad. I don't know what's missing, but these games take me back to a nice little place where everything was more simple. Not only just like my personal life, but Pokemon in general. It's a good little time. Generation 3. It's like where Pokemon's starting to, you know, get more advanced, but not too advanced yet. So I feel like it keeps a good balance, and I love that people are going back and playing this game, talking about it, you know, talking about all the different Pokemon in it. One of my favorite games for that reason. It's just like the Pokemon. Shiny Gloom looks amazing. Oh my goodness. A lot of shiny Pokemon look like they're out in like during happy hour, during a sunset. It looks really cool. Okay, finally, we are here. Meteor Falls. Let's see if we can find Soul Rock. Please, we need something. I never understood that. Why can't I escape the Pokemon sleeping? You know? Like, come on. Am I tripping? Meteor Falls, first floor. 20%. Let's go to Zubat real quick. Meteor Falls. That's funny, that's actually the first place listed on here. Meteor Falls. Cave of Origin, Seafloor. So yeah, Zubat's a 90% here. Wild, Meteor Falls, first floor, 10%. No, 20%. So 90% and 20% for Zubat and Solrock. 20%, man. I feel like I should have. Okay, let's keep searching. 20%, okay. Say less. But yeah, guys, I think it's cool that Nostalgic Nighthawk is doing that series because it's gonna give more people like exposure, you know? Like he's literally sharing exposure with other smaller channels, which is only gonna increase viewership, I think, for all things Generation 3 Pokemon. All things Battle Frontier. And like I said, I love that. I feel like in terms of the older generation Pokemon, Generation 3, specifically Pokemon Emerald, is really fighting for like the top spot. I know like other games have niche communities too, like Generation 2. Like I know they have a cool community over there. So yeah, I guess like the one thing about the Pokemon fandom that I should probably explain is that it differs. Like there's at this point there's like so many different age gaps, just so many different opinions in general about Pokemon. There's about 8-9 generations out, you know. People tend to gravitate towards the games that they love the most, the games they grew up playing. Hello, Solrock. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for not making me feel crazy. I knew I could find you here. But like I was saying, there's so many different fan bases in Pokemon. So like when you talk about Pokemon fans, oh, that was a critical hit. You gotta specify, you know? Like what generation fan are you? And just by that, just by them telling you what generation they like, you'll know everything you need to know. Like about them, you know? Nothing bad, just like, oh, okay, they like Generation 2. They're a little bit, if they look a little bit older, that makes sense. Versus like the younger kids liking Generation 8 or, you know, whatever the newer games are. Okay, so we found Solrock, finally. I could just scratch him off the list. Where's he at? Okay, there he is. Okay. Solar energy is the source of its Pokemon's power. On sunny days, groups of Solrock line up facing the sun and absorb its light. I love these descriptions. It's like a little piece of lore on the Pokemon, you know? Who doesn't love lore? Especially Pokemon lore. Whoa, a Graveler. And a Roselia. This is actually Good XP. Good XP opportunity for us. Nice. Again, sorry about the loud controller, guys. I know you guys can probably hear it. I gotta be more quiet with it. There's a way where I can like be more quiet, so I'm gonna try to do that. You know, while we're here, let me see if I have any fishing rods. We have a old rod. That's it. Excuse me. Let's see if we can find anything here. Probably not with the old rod. Oh. Magikarp. Okay, so we do have a Magikarp. I was wondering about that earlier. Okay, scratching him off. Yeah, we could probably only get Magikarp here. Okay, there's a Pokemon that I want to get, and it's this one right here, Barboach. I'm pretty sure it's in this area, specifically these waters. However, I don't think you can get him with the old rod, so we're gonna have to wait for him. That's fine, we'll battle this guy too. I was thinking, our boxes are gonna look crazy after this. Once we get like all the Pokemon. That's one thing that I like to do, like just going back to the PC and looking through all the Pokemon you get. Especially with this save file, because so far I feel like we already have a big collection. And I feel like, you know, yeah, I could come back and try to get these harder catches. But I kind of like looking for them as I go, as I continue the story. It's just the way that I've always played, you know? Again, we're currently looking for Skarmory. I should update. Let me update. Skarmory. First Skarmory though, I feel like because we can catch a Magnemite later on, we might actually come back for Skarmory. Having a Magnemite with the Magnet Pull ability is gonna make that a lot easier. A lot easier to catch. Oh, never mind. We found one out of pure luck. 5% chance. Of course, it knows Peck. I think I just want to get him to yellow. I don't want to flinch this thing, because that would be annoying. I mean, not flinch. I don't want to critical hit this thing and kill it. And then I have to look for another one for another like 20 minutes. Skarmory. Just just get in the ball. It's a great ball, come on. I don't know if we want to add Skarmory to our main team yet. I have to think about that. I'll think about it after we end our stream, and then it's just something that I'll think about all day for the rest of the day. Do I want to add Skarmory to my team? I think it'd do good against Norman, having such a high defense against it. At this point, let's just switch to like Geodude. Okay. Now I chuck. That's crazy. It's not even moving one time. It's popped out instantly the last 3 times. Should I rock throw it? No. That's gonna kill it. Amber will kill it. Double kick. I feel like Combuskin always critical hits. Interesting. That works. No, I should hurt it more. Okay, we got it to red. We got it to red. And it's paralyzed. Come on. Get in the ball. Okay. You just gotta be persistent. Oh, it moved once. It moved once. Wow, this one does not want to be caught. I'm about to self-destruct on it. Just kidding. I'll use all the balls that I have, Skarmory. Yes. Finally, dude. Dang. Alright, so Skarmory. A Pokemon that has a body and wings of steel. People in the past used feathers fallen from Skarmory to make swords and knives. Nice. Okay, let me finally scratch Skarmory off. That means we can go back to the fiery path. Okay. And here, we are searching for Grimer or Coughing. And I believe, no, Grimer. Grimer is the harder encounter. But I'm pretty sure we have a Coughing already, so if I'm not mistaken, we're just missing Grimer here. I could be wrong though. Okay, we do have a Coughing. It's always cool seeing a Torkoal. When I first saw one playing this game, I thought, dang, this thing must be like a legendary or something. But it's not. It's not a legendary. But fun fact, I thought the same thing about Absol. Absol is another one of those Pokemon that like just looks legendary, you know? It could be like one of the legendary dogs, I feel like. But that's just my opinion. Wow, I feel like we've already came pretty far. We've came a long ways already. If you think about it, we have half of our badges. But I feel like in terms of Pokemon, we have plenty more. Slugma. Oh, guys, I hate how, like, I don't know if this makes sense or if anyone else can relate, but I feel like the more I talk, like, I kind of lose my voice, the more I talk. This has always been the case, and I've always remembered this even since, like, I was younger. And I feel like because of this, and not just because of this, but this is one of the reasons why, like, I've never talked too much. I've always been, like, the quiet kid in my group. Or, like, when I used to do sports, one thing coaches would tell me would be like, you need to be louder, you gotta scream. And I'm just like, coach, I can't. And also another thing I hate is like back in the day when I used to go to, like, parties, like crazy parties and stuff, just like loud. By crazy I mean loud. This can be like quinceañeras, whatever, like, you know. A lot of parties have loud ass music. And, like, imagine trying to talk to somebody over that loud ass music when you can't, like, already, when your voice is already not that loud, you know? It's just, like, not a fun time. And I don't know why. I don't know why. Some people are born with, like, loud. I will admit, like, I feel like I could do better. Like, I could practice, like, my speech. I just never took any speech classes, you know, so. I'm not that loud. Or, like, sometimes I've noticed, like, this is weird, but sometimes I notice in the morning, like, my voice would be, like, sometimes it's crisp, like, nice and clean. But that only lasts, like, 20 minutes. And, like, the more I talk, like, the faster that runs out, if that makes sense. I don't know. I just wish I had, like, a crisp voice all the time, you know? Maybe if I get a better mic. I wish I had, like, a deep Johnny Cash voice. You guys know what I mean? I wish I had that deep country. Okay, I think I think we're gonna move on for now. We'll come back for Grimer. Do one more. Yeah, okay. Yeah. We'll come back for Grimer. Maybe once we get strength and have to come back and explore this area, we'll get him then. But for now, we're gonna move on. And yeah, so now we can go into this desert area. I believe there's two entrances. There's this one, and then there's one further up north. If you guys remember that house that we stopped at to rest, there's another way to go to the desert through that way. But we're just gonna try to capture some Pokemon in here since we've been having a hard time. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna travel to the house and actually heal our Pokemon, and then we'll go back to the desert area and then try to capture some more. There's a bunch of items and hidden items as well. So yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate. How do we keep missing? Oh, that's why. Oh, alright. Oh, and then he has Arena Trap. Okay. That sucks. Okay, we landed at paralyzed. And we just have to land absorb. We have to be like -6 accuracy by now. But you know what? We're gonna try to capture it. Nice. So, Trapinch, finally. And Pit Pokemon. Its big jaws crunch through boulders. Because its head is so big, it has a hard time getting back upright if it tips over onto its back. I could picture that. Alright, so that's Trapinch. Man, we might throw up a repel. There's actually going to be a special event here in the desert area. Um, it's I don't know. I call it a special event because there's an area you can explore that goes away, and like you can't come back and explore it anymore. So I think there's like a fossil you can get, but also in Emerald specifically, you can get the other fossil as well. If you have Pokemon Ruby or Sapphire, for example, you can only pick one of the fossils. Kind of the same way with like Pokemon Red or Fire Red, when they give you the option to pick between Ammonite and Kabutops. It's like the same deal going on here, except because Emerald is like the special edition, you get to pick both of them. Okay, so now let's see what we can capture. What? Interesting. Does it not work in the sand? Probably because of the sandstorm. Oh, never mind. Oh, arena trap. Yes. Nice, level 22. Okay, so I think it's safe to say we'd rather a Azumarill first. There's gotta be other Pokemon, right? Let me run around. Oh, I had to repel up. Okay, it wants to fight. Bye. Okay, finally, we find a Sandshrew for the first time ever. I feel like Bubble Beam will kill. Okay, yeah, so I guess... I don't know, Suicide? Actually, now... a quick attack. Annoying. Alright, we just gotta land a sleep powder, throw a Pokeball, capture it, and we're good. Yes. Its hide has turned tough and solid as a result of living in the desert. Is a hide? Okay. Let's try to find one more. Ah, Baltoy. It's Baltoy. Okay, so I'm not sure if Bubble Beam will kill. I have a feeling it will. Yeah, let's just go Oddish. Or Gloom. One more Absorb. Okay. So that's Baltoy. Wait, what? A Baltoy moves by spinning on its single foot. It has been depicted in murals adorning the walls of a once bustling city in an ancient age. Ah, that's so cool. Alright, I think we're gonna update our Pokedex entries here. We went from 54 to 61. Not bad. Oops. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Alright, guys. Oh, I think we're gonna call it right here. We had another good session today. We were able to capture more Pokemon. Of course, we didn't progress that far in terms of like distance-wise. But we know where we have to go. We have to go back to Petalburg. We have to take on our dad. And we have to do a little bit of training anyways, so I figured we might as well shift into the Pokedex entries and just capture some of them. Just progress through those. After we capture some of these, harder encounters, for example, we might try to capture Grimer, maybe Volbeat in the next episode, hopefully, I don't know, fingers crossed. And there's a couple more Pokemon here in the desert that we actually have to get. We might do some training here as well. I realize this is a great place for Azumarill to get some XP, so we're going to take advantage of that. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure to like the episode, subscribe, follow my channel, hit the notification bell. I don't have like a strict schedule yet, but I'm thinking something like Saturdays, and then I'll add a weekday. But yeah, we're slowly but surely progressing. So thanks again, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.